Okay, so let's look at the divisibility rules, and let's start with the rule for 2. And it says if any number ends with an even number, it's divisible by 2. So looking at this first number here, it's 7,938. So the rule says let's look at the end number, which is in this case here an 8. And so is 8 an even number? Yes, it is. So 7,938 is in fact divisible by 2. All right, the next number, 2,481. Well, the rule is look at the last number. In this case, it's a 1. That's an odd number. So no, this one does not work. But look here. We have two numbers here. The top number that I'm circling here, all of the numbers in it are odd numbers except for the last one. And it works for this rule. And the second one are all even numbers, but yet the last number is an odd number, and so therefore it doesn't work. Okay, so now let's look at the rule for 3. It says add all the digits in a number. If the sum is divisible by 3, then the entire number is divisible by 3. So let's take a look at this first number. What this says in 36,912 is I add all the digits up. What that means is I'm going to go 3 plus 6 plus 9 plus 1 plus 2. All of these numbers come from right here, the original number. I just took each of these, and I'm now going to add them all up. So 3 plus 6, that's 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. 18 plus 1 is 19. 19 plus 2 is 21. So, can 3 divide into 21 evenly? Yes, it can. So this entire number is divisible by 3. Okay, let's look at this next number. So we have 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 2. Okay, 2 plus 4, that's 6. 6 plus 6, that's 12. And then I also know that 8 plus 2 is 10, so 12 plus 10, I know it's going to equal 22. So, can 3 divide evenly into 22? No, it cannot, and so this last number here, 24,682, is not divisible by 3. All right, the rule for 6 is just like the last two rules we learned. It's the rule of 2 and the rule of 3. So we first have to check and see if the number is even. That's the 2 rule. So let's look here at this first number I have for us, 96,312. So the last digit is in fact even. It's a 2. Excellent. Now the 3 rule says we have to add all the numbers up. So let's see, what's 9 plus 6 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2. All right, so 9 plus 6, that's 15, plus 3 is 18, plus 1 is 19, plus 2, oh, that's 21. And we just discovered from last slide that 3 can in fact divide into 21, so that works. It's even, that works. So yes, this whole number is checked divisible by 6. Okay, let's look at the next number. All right, so we first check for an even number. Check, it meets the 2 rule. All right, so let's go ahead and add all these up. What is 3 plus 2 plus, there's 2 zeros here, plus 2. All right, well, 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 0, that's still 5, plus 0 is 5, plus 2 is 7. So, can 3 divide evenly into 7? No, it cannot, so this number does not work. All right, even though the 2 rule worked, the 3 rule did not, so this cannot be divisible by 6. All right, let's look at this last number here, 96,663. Well, check see if it's even. Is 3 an even number? No, it is not. And seeing it doesn't meet that rule, we know it doesn't matter if it meets the 3 rule, so this number is also not divisible by 6. So the rule for 4 says if the last two digits in a number are divisible by 4, then the entire number is divisible by 4. So this one's kind of like the 2 rule, but kind of like the 3 rule, but yet it's kind of really different. So what we're doing here is we're just looking at the last two digits. So we want to know, is 16 divisible by 4? So can 4 divide into 16 evenly? Yes, it can, and so this first number is in fact divisible by 4. Let's look at the second number, 23. Can 4 divide evenly into 23? No, it cannot. This number is not in fact divisible by 4. Okay, the rule for 5. This one's really easy. The rule for 5 is if the number ends with either a 5 or a 0, the entire number is divisible by 5. So, kind of like the 2 rule, you just have to look at one digit and make a decision. So, in this case here, this first number, it ends at 0. Yes, that works. The second number, it ends in 5. Yes, that works. Here's 2 examples that meet the rule for 5. The rule for 10 is just like the rule for 5. You just have to look at that last digit. In this case, it's real easy. It only has to have a 0. So if the last digit is a 0, it is divisible by 10. Okay, and the last rule I'm going to cover here in this presentation is for 9. And the 9 rule is just like the 3 rule. The only difference is that the sum of all the numbers must be divisible by 9, not 3. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we have 3 plus 6 plus 9 plus 1 plus 8. There we go. And so, well, let's see. I know that 1 plus 8 is 9, and I know 9 is 9, and I know 3 plus 6 is 9. So, well, I know that 9 is going to be divisible into all of these numbers. So, I know that this entire number is going to be divisible by 9. It's just like the 3 rule. Add all the numbers up, and if you get the answer, can 9 divide evenly into 27? Yes, it can, so this entire number is divisible by 9. There are other rules out there for divisibility, but these seem to be the most common ones that we'll use in 5th grade. I hope that you find this easy to understand. Please feel free to go back and watch the video as many times as necessary to catch up on all your rules.